San Francisco in the late 1970s was a city of contrasts, thriving with artistic expression, yet haunted by an undercurrent of violence. Among the vibrant nightlife and cultural renaissance, a sinister presence lurked in the shadows. Women, primarily young hitchhikers and runaways, began to vanish. Their disappearances barely made headlines at first, but as the bodies began surfacing in the marshy outskirts of the Bay Area, panic gripped the city. It wasn't long before authorities realized they were dealing with a serial killer. His name was James O'Connell, and his reign of terror would become one of the most chilling in American history. Early life of a monster. James O'Connell was born in 1949 in a small town in Oregon. His childhood, though outwardly normal, was filled with darkness. Raised by an abusive father and an emotionally distant mother, James learned early to suppress his emotions. He was a quiet child, often staring at his classmates with an unnerving intensity. By the time he was a teenager, he had developed a fascination with death, often killing small animals in the woods behind his house. As he grew older, James's fantasies turned more sinister. He moved to San Francisco in 1972, blending seamlessly into the counterculture movement. With his shaggy hair and charismatic smile, no one suspected that beneath the surface lay a predator. The murders begin. The first victim was discovered in December 1975. A young woman named Lisa Campbell was found near the edge of the bay, her body mutilated beyond recognition. Authorities initially suspected a robbery gone wrong, but as more victims surfaced, a disturbing pattern emerged. All were young women, all had been strangled, and all bore the same gruesome mutilations, an eerie signature that would later earn him the nickname, the Butcher of the Bay. James O'Connell was careful, always changing his methods slightly to throw off investigators. He targeted the vulnerable hitchhikers, sex workers, and runaways, women who wouldn't immediately be missed. His ability to blend in made him nearly invisible, allowing him to kill with impunity. By 1977, the body count had risen to 11. The public was terrified. Women avoided going out alone, and rumors spread that the killer was a police officer, a taxi driver, or even someone within their own social circles. The San Francisco Police Department formed a special task force, but with no solid leads, the case seemed impossible to crack. Then came the letter. In April 1978, the San Francisco Chronicle received a chilling message signed only as The Butcher. The letter detailed grisly aspects of the crimes that had never been released to the public. It taunted the police, claiming they would never catch him. But what truly terrified investigators was the postscript. The next one will be soon. The fatal mistake. James O'Connell believed he was untouchable. He had honed his craft, perfected his ability to stalk and kill without leaving a trace. But like many serial killers before him, arrogance would be his downfall. In August 1978, a woman named Rachel Myers narrowly escaped an attack. She had been hitchhiking near Oakland when a seemingly charming man picked her up. Within minutes, his demeanor changed. He pulled a knife, but Rachel fought back, managing to jump from the moving vehicle. Though badly injured, she survived and provided police with a detailed description. This was the breakthrough authorities needed. The description matched a local drifter named James O'Connell, who had a minor criminal record but no previous violent offenses. Police began surveilling him, and what they uncovered was more horrifying than they had imagined. The capture and trial on September 3, 1978, police raided O'Connell's dingy apartment in the Mission District. What they found inside would haunt them forever. Blood-stained clothing, Polaroids of victims in various stages of torture, and a handwritten journal detailing each murder in graphic detail. James O'Connell was arrested and charged with 12 counts of murder, though authorities believed the actual number was much higher. His trial in 1980 became one of the most sensational in California history. The prosecution painted him as a sadistic predator, while his defense attempted to plead insanity. The jury took less than 3 hours to reach a verdict guilty on all counts. He was sentenced to death and sent to San Quentin, where he remains to this day, a silent relic of one of America's darkest chapters.